Welcome to Howard's Opinion, the podcast where we dive into the world of sports and bring you the latest news, analysis, and debates. I'm your host, Howard, and I'm excited to have you join me today. We've got a fascinating story to kick off our show, and it's all about the Manning family. You know, the first family of football. Well, it seems like there's some speculation going on about the future of Texas quarterback Arch Manning. His grandfather, Archie Manning, recently predicted that Arch would be staying at Texas through the 2026 season, but Arch himself is saying, "Hold up, not so fast." According to reports, Arch Manning contradicted his grandfather's statement, saying he's taking things day by day and isn't planning out his future just yet. This comes as no surprise, given the immense pressure and scrutiny that Arch is under as the starting quarterback of the Longhorns. I mean, this kid is not only shouldering the weight of his family's legacy, but also dealing with the expectations of being a Heisman favorite and having endorsement deals worth millions. It's interesting to see how Arch is handling all of this attention, and it's clear that he's trying to stay focused on the present moment. When asked about his grandfather's prediction, Arch simply said, "I don't know where he got that from, and that he's just taking things one day at a time." Now, I think it's worth noting that Arch Manning is incredibly close to his grandfather, and Archie is always offering him advice on how to avoid taking big hits and prolong his career. In fact, Arch mentioned that his grandfather ends every call with, "Get down" or "Get out of bounds." That's some sage advice from a veteran quarterback who knows a thing or two about the game. As we look ahead to the upcoming season, it'll be fascinating to see how Arch Manning performs under the spotlight. Will he lead the Longhorns to victory against Ohio State in their opening game? Can he live up to the hype and bring home that Heisman Trophy? We'll be keeping a close eye on him throughout the season. And speaking of the NFL, there are already rumors swirling about Arch's potential draft prospects in 2026. Will he decide to stay at Texas for another year, or will he make the leap to the pros? Only time will tell, but one thing is for sure. We'll be following this story closely. We'll be right back with more fascinating sports news on Howard's Opinion. Speaking of fascinating tales, welcome back to Howard's Opinion, folks. I trust you're all doing marvelously today. As we dive into the middle segment of our show, I'd like to take a moment to appreciate the rich tapestry of human experience that weaves together the threads of history, sports, and innovation. Now, let's talk about some remarkable individuals who have left an indelible mark on their respective fields. We have the incomparable William Shoemaker, affectionately known as Willie, who defied the odds to become a giant in thoroughbred racing. This diminutive jockey, born 94 years ago today, won an astonishing 8,033 races during his illustrious career, including 11 Triple Crown races. His record-breaking wins and unwavering dedication to the sport of kings have inspired generations of athletes and racing enthusiasts alike. And then there's Homero Blancas, the Mexican-American golfer who shot a record-setting round of 55 in a college tournament 63 years ago today. This phenomenal achievement still stands as the lowest round in competitive golf history, a testament to Blancas' skill, focus, and passion for the game. It's truly remarkable to think that this talented athlete has continued to make waves in the golfing world, winning tournaments on the PGA Tour and Champions Circuit. But it's not just athletes who have made a lasting impact. Innovators like Louis Daguerre have revolutionized the way we perceive and interact with the world around us. The daguerreotype process, presented as a gift to the world 106 years ago today, paved the way for modern photography, allowing us to capture and preserve moments in time with unprecedented clarity and precision. As we reflect on these remarkable stories, it's essential to recognize the power of human ingenuity, creativity, and perseverance. From the world of sports to the realm of art and innovation, these individuals have demonstrated that with hard work, determination, and a dash of genius, we can achieve greatness and leave a lasting legacy. And now, as we take a brief pause from our exploration of the fascinating and the unknown, I'd like to ask, what drives you to push beyond the boundaries of what's possible? Is it the thrill of competition, the pursuit of artistic expression, or perhaps the desire to make a meaningful difference in the world. Whatever your passion may be, remember that the stories we've shared today are a testament to the boundless potential that lies within each and every one of us. So, stay inspired, keep pushing the limits, and always strive for excellence. Stay tuned for our final story of the day, right here on Howard's Opinion. Welcome back to Howard's Opinion. We've got a great closing segment for you today, folks. I want to dive into an interesting story about sports betting and analysis. Our friend Sam Panayotovich has been making waves with his predictions, and I've got to say, some of them are quite intriguing. Apparently, Sam is predicting that the Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl this year. Now, I know what you're thinking, Howard. Isn't that a bit of a long shot? But hear me out. Sam's been doing his research, and he thinks the Bills have made all the right moves to take home the championship. He's also got some other interesting picks, like the 49ers winning the NFC and Christian McCaffrey taking home the Offensive Player of the Year award. But what really caught my eye was his analysis of the Ohio State Buckeyes. Sam thinks they're going to underperform this year, and I've got to say, I agree with him. They've lost a lot of talent to the NFL draft, and it's going to be tough for them to replace those players. And then there's the Minnesota Vikings. Sam thinks they're going to make the playoffs, and I think he might be onto something there. They've got a strong roster and some great coaches, so it wouldn't surprise me if they made a deep run in the postseason. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, Howard, why should I care about sports betting? And that's a fair question. But the thing is, sports betting is a huge industry, and it's only going to continue to grow. So, even if you're not into betting yourself, it's still interesting to see how the experts are analyzing these teams and players. And who knows, you might just learn something that'll help you make some informed decisions when it comes to your own fantasy football league or sports betting pool. That's all for today's Howard's Opinion. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, these are some of my humble thoughts.